All right, finally it's live again. Sorry about that little interruption. Should be all good now. Test, test. I think my exposure is set correctly today. Let's get started. I'm going to attempt to do an animation in Procreate. I have not done one before, so you're going to have to allow me to play around a little bit here and figure out exactly how to do this. Oh my goodness, why is this unlisted right now? Public. I messed up this stream for sure. First I messed up the first setup and now I went unlisted, tried to go public, but I don't think that anybody is actually here. Oh, 2 people in now. I'll give this a minute before I really get started here. I'll just get some color in the background just to get started. While we're waiting, I'm just going to go with the airbrush and throw some deep blue today. Hemant, welcome. I'm going to go with a lighter blue in here as well. I'm working on a animation today, I hope. I'm just getting the background started just so I don't have a white background. There's only 3 people here right now. I'm just not sure what's happened. There was a bunch of viewers previously, but nobody's made it to this stream. Should I give it a minute before I really get started here, or should I just get going? 4 viewers? Oh well, we'll just go. let's go. Okay. I know that there's a way. Oh yeah, Gaussian blur layer. Oh, nice. Okay. I think I'll just get started like that. And then I'm gonna go in with a textured brush here, my Dove Lake custom that I did. This is what I've been using for building out some really quick nebulas. It's been a great brush for that. I kind of just customized it with some interesting spacing and some jitters on there, and it's worked out really well actually. Got really big with this one here. Oh, don't want that one. There we go. I don't really have a solid plan in mind here. I'm just kind of freestyling and see what comes of it. I think I'll just do a bit of like a purpley blue cast over this whole thing. Let me grab the airbrush again here, and I'm just gonna cover the whole thing first, and then I'm going to go in with the real light lavender on this side here. And I think in the middle, no, a little lighter than that even. No, I'm going to skip that. We'll just go with the lavender, and then what do I want here? No, I'm going to use this one, I think. Put it on overlay. Let's get these colors a bit more intense. Alright, we're going to go back to the textured Dove Lake brush here. So I'm really just working out the background right now, and then I'll get into some foreground elements after this. Welcome everybody who's just tuning in. Just for anybody who doesn't know, I'm using Procreate on an iPad Pro right now. Okay, I'm just gonna blur this layer a little bit. It's a little too harsh for me. Oh, that looks nice. That's giving it a lot more depth now. Let me see what other layers I might be able to do that on. Maybe this one right here too. Let's see. Go on the layer. No, not that one, but let's try this one here. Gaussian blur on the layer. Oh yeah. Okay, and we'll go back down to this one, and I'm going to mess with this Gaussian blur on here again as well. Okay. Oops, I'll move this layer up to the top here. And I've got this rectangle set up to sort of work like some stars. I think I'm going to mess around with the signet as well. Let's see if I can do this right now. Oh, this looks like it might actually do some really great stars. Okay, let's see how this looks first of all. Throw it to white, get it real small. Oh, they look okay. Kind of rectangular though. Let's see what else I can do here. Can I adjust the shape at all? Just the rotation of it, I guess. What does this do? Oh, again. Oh, look at that. There. That's a bit better, actually. Okay. And spacing, let's get it even further apart. See how this looks. That's looking good. Okay. We're gonna work on some distant stars first here. I'm gonna turn on the luminosity filter here, and we're gonna blur this layer slightly. And then we're gonna turn this size down just a tad and do the same thing here. I'm going to focus a lot on the colored nebula in the center here, since this is really meant to be like a really clustered star field. I'm going to put a lot of very small stars are all around it. I'll zoom in close here so you can see, hopefully, how small. And we'll put some of these same stars in the corners as well, just to make this layer slightly more interesting. Same thing, we'll put the luminosity on there, and can I adjust the hue on a white layer? We're going to blur this one just a touch as well. Okay, now one more layer of stars. I'm just going to put in a bright aqua color. And actually we're going to do red as well here. Why are those not red at all? Oh, it's because I'm still on the first layer. Oops. Okay, drop the size on these. And now we'll get that blue back as well. throw in a few of the rectangle stars as well. They're a little bit brighter, so. The last thing that I like to do, a new favorite technique of mine, is to throw some black stars over some areas. It really lends a good effect, and it looks like a bit of an asteroid field. So I'll add a couple areas like this. I think I'll add one more layer on top of this one, up the size a touch. And then we're going to throw a blur on that. Hopefully give that a bit of depth. And I'm just going to drop the opacity as well. Just a little bit. Thank you for your comments. Okay. So I think that that's probably good for now. It's a little busy. Which layer is doing that? This layer. Is there any other filters I can use? Bloom. Oh, bloom would probably be awesome. No. Let's try bloom on this layer. Oh, nice. Look at that. That actually is perfect. Wow. What a great effect. Well, learned something new. I'm going to play with that a lot. I think I want it just to a little bit bigger right there. Nice. Wow. I think that actually I'm going to take the luminosity off of that one, and I'm going to throw the bloom on this one as well here, if I can. And I'm not seeing it right now. What's happened here? Oh, whoops! I'm still working on the same layer. I meant to go on this one. Bloom. Okay, layer 8, bloom, affect the layer. How come I'm not seeing a difference here? Am I on the right layer? That's the one I wanted to be on. How come that's not working? Oh, here we go. think I'm gonna take some of these out of here. It's a little bit too busy in some of these spots. Just kind of hitting it wherever I see a bit too much with the eraser. Get it a little bit less busy. Okay, I'm liking that a lot. I think I'm going to set this in a single group here. Okay, there's our background layer done. So now let's get some other colors in here and get working on some planets. I'm just gonna grab a texture here. We'll try out this Tarkine. Yeah, that will work. So let's first just get a real dark purple. How come that's so translucent? Maybe it's not gonna work. Karawang? That looks nice, actually. Yeah, we're gonna go with this. Okay, well, first of all, let's just get a good cover on everything here. We'll throw a few different shades of purple in here. Wow. Oh. Looks like it's actually covering the exact same spot. I'm not getting any more coverage. If I make it smaller. Oh yeah. Oh no, same thing. It doesn't ever cover that empty spot in the middle. Okay, we'll switch up the texture. Melaleuca. Nice. Okay. And then we'll put some red around. Maybe a little blue. Start to get some smaller patches in here. Let's go, welcome back. Okay. Throwing a new layer on top here. I'm just going to grab a monoline. Make this bright white. And now we're going to decide some positions for planets. I like this area in the bottom here, so I'm going to do a real small one right here. Let's get one in this area right here, a little bigger. Kind of like this, green and green and pink. Right here. Throw a little moon on this one as well. And we'll do a bigger one right in this area. All right, I think that'll work. Let's keep going here. We're gonna first, oops, go back to this layer. I have to just throw a random color on here. Give me, where's my airbrushes? Airbrush. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and clippy mask that. And then on this layer, I'm gonna use a soft brush and do some highlights and shadows on here. So, the first task is to define our light source. So let's just hide all of this for a moment. So I've got more light. Whoops. Let's turn on this layer so I can draw a little bit. I've got light coming from here, and it's darker down this way. So if I kind of have the light shine, I think in this direction that's going to give the best effect. This whole area is quite bright. So anything, especially actually right here, this is probably the brightest part of the picture right here. So anything in this area should have a lot of backlighting, and this is going to be a lot darker shadows in these areas here. So let's get everything turned back on here, and then we're going to work in some lighting. So this area right here was my brightest spot. So I'm just kind of slowly trying to get some extra color on these planets here. I'm being very light with this and not doing too much at a time. It's easy to overdo this part. I do it all the time. I'm going to shade this one a little bit differently because I think that the actual planet here would be casting some light on it as well. So I'm going to be sure to throw some extra highlights on the top side of this little moonlit here. Alright, let's go ahead and turn that to a lighten effect, and we'll do another layer on top and do the same thing for some shading. Get that brush size back up here. Okay, I think that should be good. Let's see what happens if we go on. Which one here? I think I'm gonna duplicate this. Okay. Thank you, Alberto. Appreciate that a lot. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the live stream. Okay. I think, oh yeah, one more step with the shading here. I'm gonna go back to a bright white. So one other effect that you can often see on planets like this is there's a bit of lighting on the back sides on the dark side. It's very subtle usually, but it just kind of rings around the outside of the planet. And this helps to kind of pop it off the background as well. My brush size is a bit too big to get through this gap right here. Hopefully this doesn't mess it up too bad. I find my hand is very unsteady when I do these. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. It's unfortunate a little bit that this looks as cool as it does because this isn't the intended final look here. This layer is actually non-existent. I won't even be using this layer. Well, moment of truth. Let's make these planets real. How's that for a instant planet? I think this one might be my favorites. One of my favorites on this. Yeah, this is my favorite planet. Definitely in this. All right. I think I'm just gonna play. Can I edit this whole group? Let's see. Oh, I can. All right. current selected layer is hidden. Oh, we'll just remove this one. Maybe that was the problem. Try this again. Group selected. You currently have a group selected. Would you like to open layers? Open layers. Oh. Okay, I guess let's just do this one. See if this was... Oh yeah. Little rave planets. Alright. Can I adjust this entire... Nope, I cannot. Okay, what can I do instead? Can I just duplicate this group? Yes, I can. Okay, here's our working planets. I'm going to turn those off. I'm going to flatten this. So now that I have the whole thing flattened, I can adjust it as a whole. It's not going to work for this effect. Okay, oh well. I'm just throwing a light layer on the background here so I can draw easier. Gonna get into sketching here. New layer. Alright, I'll go a little bit heavier on this line here. How well can you see that? Let's see. Let's go to inking instead. Syrup. Nice. Okay, we'll just get some rough lines worked out with this here. So, the goal of this entire thing really is to create a spaceship in the foreground here. I maybe have a funny idea for a spaceship, but you're just gonna have to bear with me and see what happens here. No, that's not it. This is looking like a smashed cake or something. Try again. Okay. Maybe we'll scrap that. I was kind of going for something like organic there, but I think we'll just kind of go with one of my standard angled spacecraft here. Yep. This will be it. Okay, I think I can work with that. I'm going to get into actually getting some final lines for the outline of this in here. We're going to do this in two main pieces, the top and bottom side here. I want the ship to be like a steel blue, I think. So we're going to try this first. I think I need a thinner line. Yeah. I'm not sold on this idea yet. Gotta play with this a bit more. Oh, I like this better. Judith, hello. Okay, we're gonna go with that for now anyways. Just gonna adjust this ever so slightly. Oops. Can't quite get this where I want it. Oh, this is closer to what I was going for sure. Yep. Okay, we're gonna go with this here. We're going to start off with an airbrush. We'll go real big here. And then come in with like a gray, blue. And then get real dark on the bottom side here. And then on this side, we're going to go even darker with this one. Start with that, and then okay, let's get some texture on here, I think. Let's see what we got. What can we do for textures? Maybe let's just put a grunge on here for now, see what that looks like. Not really what I'm going for. Just throw a contrasting color on for now. What can we do with this? Oh, whoops. Not what I meant to do. That color is meant to be on this layer. Okay, let's see what these can do again here. Okay, I think that will use the overlay here. This is, oh yeah, I can do something cool with this for sure. Okay, well, let's get this looking a bit more metallic first of all. Oops, let me back that grunge texture. I've been doing this space art Judith for about 2 years now. On the iPad like this though, not very long at all. I only just started doing it like this, like a matter of weeks or maybe a couple months ago, but I've only done a handful of paintings so far on here. No, is it in elements? Oh yeah, water. Ooh, that's a cool texture. I think I might use that on the actual surface of the ship. How cool. Nice. kind of lost the vision on there. I I'm not really sure what I'm going for, honestly, anymore. Let's just grab all this together in a group. Okay, what do we have under elements? Flames. Yes. Can't get this one right. I had it right before and I should have just left it. Oh, I think I'll just leave it like that. Okay, let's take a peek now and see what this does if I go ahead and give this some bloom here. Oh, that looks cool. I don't know what to do about this spaceship. It's not what I intended. Well, that sort of accidentally looks better already. What's up, Wooden? I do read chat, I just tend to get into the process here and sort of forget. Hmm. I'm not totally sure how to actually do the animation here. Um, well, seems as though I have to maybe combine these. Oh yeah, here we go. That is better. Okay, and then how does this work? Can I just... I don't actually know if this is doing what I intended to. Well, it is. It needs to be a lot smoother than that, though. Looks okay, honestly, but... To be honest, I don't think this animation is going to happen. I'm so out of practice with that I'm not even sure where to begin. So I am just going to call it right there and get this thing signed. All right. I think that's going to be it for this time around. Which app am I using? I'm using Procreate to do this. Songs, can you at least answer my question? Let me just read. Do you need all of this to just be on the app? For now, yeah, I'm just doing everything inside of Procreate right now. Oh, thank you, Shauna. I appreciate that. I hope you guys enjoyed the process here. This turned out pretty well. I really love the background. I learned that new technique with the bloom on the stars. I'm definitely going to be using that in the future. And yeah. Other than that, thank you all for hanging out with me for this hour and a bit, hour and a half it looks like. And I will see you all tomorrow around the same time if you'd like to join again. This Procreate app is pretty new to me. I'm really very much still learning how to use it, so you can see here in my gallery, I've messed around a few times with some doodles and things like that, but in total I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different space scenes so far. That was the first planet I tried to do in here. Here's another one. I tried to do a ship in the foreground here. I did a weird little glitch effect on the planet there that I really liked, but I didn't quite finish this piece. These were 2 I did yesterday. Turned out really well, I think, this one in particular. This was the red one. I love the colors on this one a lot. And this one, to be continued. I will get back to this eventually. This is the outline for like a boxy shape of a ship that I want to design, a spaceship. The intention is for this to be sort of a, if there was such thing as a space TV station, this is what I imagine roughly its shape would look like. I intend at some point to get in here and do things like put like a big LED screen on here. Maybe there's like some kind of advertisement running on there. I want like a bunch of knobs and dials and all sorts of controls all along the ship on all sides, and I want to have pipes coming around that are running things in the ship and just all sorts of crazy details. I'm going to detail this entire piece eventually, but I just did the basic layout last time, and in the future I'll get back at that. Anyways, I'm going to call it a night and get to sleep. Thank you all for hanging out with me for the evening. See you tomorrow if you want to tune in again.